Look down at your hands right now. Notice the deep tension hiding in your fingers. Notice the tight way you grip your digital device. Think deeply about the strenuous physical labor those hands performed today. Maybe you scrubbed a stubborn, sticky coffee stain off a white kitchen counter this morning. Maybe you frantically shoved a massive pile of random unopened mail into a dark desk drawer because a neighbor suddenly knocked on your door. Your physical living space is an exact mirror reflecting the complex inside of your mind. Right now, your tired mind is completely exhausted. You follow all the modern productivity advice, and you still feel like you are drowning in endless domestic chores. By the end of our time together, you will understand exactly why your home feels like a heavy burden, and how an ancient culture eliminates this heavy burden entirely. The American Psychological Association recently published a massive comprehensive study on human environmental stress. Dedicated researchers discovered that women who describe their personal homes as cluttered show significantly higher levels of the dangerous stress hormone, cortisol. The physical mess actually alters their brain chemistry. We live in a frantic modern society where basic daily cleaning is framed as an epic weekend battle. You wait patiently until the mounting mess in your home becomes absolutely unbearable. Then you sacrifice your entire sunny Saturday to violently bleach and aggressively vacuum and scrub until your lower back severely aches. You purchase incredibly expensive clear plastic organizing systems from huge retail stores. You download complex digital cleaning schedules onto your smartphone. You buy incredibly toxic chemical sprays that promise miracle instant results. Yet the overwhelming mess always aggressively returns by Wednesday afternoon. You feel like a total failure. In another part of the Eastern world, there is a completely different daily reality. There are elegant, minimal homes in modern Tokyo, where intense cleaning is never considered a catastrophic event. It is barely even considered a notable chore. Think about your own kitchen sink, right after a long, exhausting dinner. There is a heavy, greasy frying pan, soaking quietly in a deep pool of lukewarm gray water. There are sticky ceramic plates stacked haphazardly next to the metal faucet. The old yellow sponge smells slightly sour and damp. You look directly at that messy sink, and you sigh very heavily. You silently tell yourself you will finally deal with it tomorrow morning when you have more energy. But tomorrow morning rapidly arrives, and the grease has permanently hardened into thick cement. The dull anxiety you feel in your chest has suddenly doubled in size. Why do we allow our own personal private sanctuaries to become endless dark sources of daily guilt? Do you ever genuinely feel like you are a weary, unhappy guest in a dusty, lonely hotel managed by a very lazy version of yourself? There is a profound ancient Japanese philosophy that changes this domestic nightmare entirely. The special word is Osoji. In the most literal basic translation, it means big cleaning. But the deep daily philosophy, hiding quietly behind this simple word, is what actually matters to your daily life. The beautiful concept is deeply rooted in ancient animistic Shinto beliefs, where physical environmental cleanliness is directly tied to pure spiritual energy. A messy, cluttered room is not just a visual physical eyesore in this historic culture. It is a literal, dangerous disruption of your precious inner spiritual peace. Osoji is about constantly resetting your physical space to maintain perfect energetic harmony. It strongly dictates that caring for your physical home is exactly the same action as caring for your own internal soul. Here is the absolute strangest twist about immaculate, beautiful Japanese homes. They stay perfectly visibly clean because the busy people living inside them barely do any intense, heavy, deep cleaning at all. The fascinating mathematical paradox is that doing tiny, invisible amounts of effortless, gentle work more often completely eliminates the total need for hard, exhausting work altogether. You simply do not need to dedicate entire weekend hours to clean your house. You just need to systematically stop the tiny, microscopic daily messes from settling into permanent dark dirt. Leading researchers at Indiana University carefully tracked daily physical activity and general household cleanliness across many subjects. They conclusively found that people with exceptionally clean houses are physically healthier and much more active than those living in permanently messy houses. The respected Journal of Environmental Psychology published extensive peer-reviewed findings demonstrating exactly how visual physical clutter severely decreases our human neurological ability to focus on simple tasks. The modern science is very clear, but the daily cultural application in Japan is truly fascinating to witness. We can look directly at traditional elementary schools across the entire nation of Japan to understand this deep cultural programming. Young students physically clean their own shared classrooms every single day. This powerful national practice is called Gakko Soji, which translates smoothly to school cleaning. It naturally teaches young, tiny children from age 6 that maintaining a shared communal space is a normal, natural daily rhythm. It is never a harsh punishment handed down by angry, strict adults. It is just a perfectly normal part of existing respectfully in a human community. There are no massive paid janitorial staffs hiding in these elementary schools. When these young, responsible children grow up, they take these exact microscopic cleaning habits directly into their adult private homes. Let us carefully examine the exact physical architecture of a traditional Japanese home. The designated entrance area is called a genkan. You step inside the heavy front door and you immediately remove your dirty outdoor shoes. The floor of the genkan is physically built a few inches lower than the rest of the actual house. The Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Public Health conducted a large, strict environmental study on indoor hidden bacteria. They discovered that walking casually inside your carpeted home with outdoor shoes brings in massive, dangerous amounts of toxic bacteria and heavy street dirt. By simply leaving your shoes at the lowered entrance door, you seamlessly eliminate roughly 80% of all indoor floor dirt immediately. The physical dirt simply stays contained in the lower genkan basin. You never have to spend your precious weekends furiously mopping away heavy mud, because the sticky mud never enters the inner sanctuary. Then we must deeply consider the brilliant spatial concept of floating bathroom storage. Walk into any modern, beautiful Japanese wet bathroom and look closely around. Absolutely nothing touches the wet, slippery floor. Heavy plastic shampoo bottles hang securely from metal wall racks. The small plastic wash basin balances neatly on a sturdy wall hook. A major comprehensive study from the National Science Foundation discovered that typical bathroom floors are among the most dangerously contaminated biological areas in any human home. By keeping all daily hygiene objects suspended high in the dry air, you totally eliminate those disgusting dark hard water rings. You permanently remove the hidden pink bacterial slime. Wiping the entire bathroom counter takes exactly 2 seconds because absolutely nothing is sitting heavily in your physical way. Consider the busy, frantic kitchen environment next. The simple daily habit utilized here is a quiet practice called wiping while waiting. You fill a heavy metal kettle to boil fresh water for morning green tea. While the hot water slowly heats, you take a clean, damp cloth in your right hand. You quickly wipe the smooth ceramic stovetop. You swiftly wipe the cold granite counter. The entire cleaning process takes maybe 30 seconds of your time. You never wait for the hot cooking grease to permanently bake into the delicate, expensive surface. You brilliantly use the idle, empty dead time to entirely reset the space before the wet mess solidifies into a huge problem. Another incredibly fascinating habit happens inside the warm bathroom, right after a long, hot shower. In Japan, many diligent people use a small rubber squeegee on the wet tile walls immediately after turning off the warm running water. They quickly spray cold water everywhere to instantly lower the hot room temperature. Then they gently, carefully wipe away all the remaining heavy water moisture. This very simple, rapid process entirely prevents toxic dark mold from ever forming. Biological fuzzy mold requires both warm heat and wet moisture to aggressively grow and spread. If you ruthlessly take away both elements immediately, you never have to furiously scrub dark mildew with dangerous toxic chemical bleach ever again. There is also the beautiful, mindful daily habit of small, silent, gentle sweeps. In the busy Western world, we usually wait completely unaware until massive gray dust bunnies roll aggressively across the hardwood floor. Then we violently drag out a heavy, noisy, cumbersome vacuum cleaner from a dark, crowded closet. In a mindful Japanese home, a very small traditional broom called a hoki is always kept easily within quick arm reach. You gently, silently sweep one very small, tiny area every single day. Maybe you just carefully sweep the living room woven rug today. Maybe you just lightly sweep the narrow wooden hallway tomorrow morning. The entire simple action takes exactly 1 minute. You can do it while someone else is sleeping, because it makes absolutely no noise. The household environmental dust simply never accumulates enough to become a huge stressful problem. Next, we must deeply explore the strict mental principle of returning every single object to its proper permanent home. A massive comprehensive survey, conducted recently by the American Cleaning Institute, found that average overwhelmed people spend up to 10 full minutes a day frantically looking for lost personal misplaced items. In a peaceful Japanese home, every single physical object has a permanently designated specific spot. When you fully finish using the metal cutting scissors, you put them back immediately into the proper drawer. You do not set them lazily on the kitchen island counter. You do not stuff them carelessly in your back pants pocket. The physical mechanical action of using a household item is only considered completely finished when that exact item is resting safely back in its designated home. Every object left out is a visual demanding task that drains your tired brain. We must also discuss the intense national strict trash sorting system. Japanese municipal governments require extreme daily garbage sorting by strict law. Burnable household garbage goes strictly in one specific colored bag. Thin, crinkly plastics go directly in another totally different transparent bag. Heavy glass bottles are carefully separated strictly by individual color. Because of this incredibly strict, demanding sorting process, normal citizens become hyper-mentally aware of what they physically purchase and consume. You naturally intuitively stop bringing unnecessary cheap plastic packaging into your private home, because throwing it away later is simply too much annoying work. Less retail commercial packaging means significantly less random visual clutter. Less visual daily clutter means significantly less items to continuously, constantly clean. Then there is the emotional, psychological concept of a perfectly clean, shiny sink before bed. The metal kitchen sink must physically brightly shine before you go to sleep at night. It is the vital, mandatory closing ceremony of your long, exhausting day. Waking up to a beautiful, perfectly clean, empty sink naturally signals a fresh, positive, energetic start to your new morning. Waking up to gross, crusty, dirty, stacked dishes carries the heavy, dark, emotional stress of yesterday directly into your totally new today. A dirty, messy sink acts as an open mental loop that secretly disrupts your deep sleep quality. Finally, there is the deep, ancient cultural habit of totally respecting your actual physical cleaning tools. You diligently, regularly clean your gray vacuum filter. You thoroughly, deeply wash your colorful kitchen sponges with boiling hot water. You carefully dry your damp cotton cleaning cloths outside in the bright, warm, natural sun. A dirty, severely neglected tool cannot possibly make a perfectly clean home. You must always deeply care for the inanimate objects that quietly care for you. Daily cleaning is absolutely never a violent, angry battle against stubborn dirt, but rather peaceful, daily conversation with your own physical environment. I used to be a very frantic, exhausted weekend warrior when it came to basic household chores. I would foolishly let my small, cramped apartment dissolve into total chaotic visual destruction from Monday morning until Friday night. My wooden work desk would completely fully vanish under empty stained coffee cups and random useless paper receipts. My bedroom fabric laundry chair would inevitably steadily turn into a massive, leaning mountain of wrinkled, dirty clothes. By Saturday early morning, I would wake up and feel completely physically paralyzed and deeply emotionally overwhelmed. I absolutely entirely hated my own living space. I deeply, bitterly resented the precious sunny weekend time I had to spend frantically fixing my own lazy mistakes. I was actively living in an endless dark cycle of extreme passive neglect and harsh active punishment. I I genuinely truly thought I was just a naturally, permanently messy and uniquely lazy person. I did not actually realize my fundamental mental approach to daily environmental maintenance was entirely fundamentally backwards. You can beautifully change your total home environment today without buying a single expensive clear plastic organizer. You absolutely do not need a completely free weekend. You just need to actively implement 3 microscopic simple daily shifts into your normal routine. Habit number 1 is mentally creating a strict, powerful entrance boundary. Tonight, when you finally come home from work, take your dirty outdoor shoes off before you take another single step inside your living space. Leave them pointing outward exactly at the front wooden door. Carry a soft pair of cozy house slippers to the entrance and put them on instead. By tomorrow late evening, you will clearly noticeably realize your smooth hardwood floors are miraculously remarkably cleaner. You are physically, literally blocking the toxic street dirt from ever entering your safe sanctuary. Habit number 2 is the microscopic tiny gentle sweep. Choose one incredibly tiny, very small area in your home. Maybe carefully choose the small, empty wooden space directly under your dining table. Set a digital phone timer for exactly 1 minute. Take a simple, lightweight broom and carefully, gently sweep just that specific exact spot. Do this easy, rapid action while your warm morning coffee slowly brews tomorrow. Do not angrily look at the rest of the messy living room. Just calmly focus completely on making that one small physical square absolutely perfect. Habit number 3 is the vital evening metal sink reset. Tonight, immediately, right after dinner, rapidly wash every single dirty item sitting in your kitchen sink. Take a dry, soft cotton towel and gently, firmly dry the metal basin. Make the silver metal physically brightly shine under the overhead lights. Turn off the bright overhead kitchen light and quickly walk away. When you walk back in tomorrow early morning, closely notice exactly how that shining silver metal instantly, miraculously makes you feel deeply calm and highly capable. Look down at your 2 human hands one more final time. They do not ever have to hold harsh, toxic liquid bleach or heavy, rough plastic scrubbers ever again. They do not ever have to wage a violent, stressful, exhausting war against your own private home every single Saturday morning. They can just easily, peacefully maintain a very gentle and quiet, simple daily rhythm. What is the exact, specific, messy spot in your own home that is secretly, quietly draining your deep mental energy right now? Tell me exactly what it is in the comments below.